Hello, here we go again. I had the fun experience of having a live lag and stall and not transmit audio when my phone decided to warn me about its battery. So, hello again to everyone hopping on. Thank you for being back. I would love if you can. Yay, sound is back. Thank you so much. Whew. Yay, this is itself a win for today. And hopefully more to flow from this. So thank you. And I will see if I can leave this comment for anyone else saying hello, Julie. So many folks that I recognize. Yes. You just missed a bit of a tech snafu, but here we are back again. So say hello if you didn't hop on already before. Else I received your welcome and started to talk a lot more about human design, but I think this is a good space to ground the energy together. So if you happen to be in a place where you're not driving, multitasking, I know it's the holiday season and so much is going on, so just listen, choose to pause and hop in later, but I do want to do a bit of a practice together. Just to connect our collective energy, connect to the records, and from that beautiful space, share more about all things human design. So with that, I'll give you all a moment to settle in, find a space to be seated, and also just sending calming energy to anyone who's like, wait, I'd love to be in a seated place, but I can't right now. That is okay. You'll receive exactly what you need to. If you're not able to, I've certainly been in those places before myself. And with that, no nudge to drink water, get a crystal. I feel like the guides just want us to settle in and breathe. Really taking the time to notice your breath. With all of the energy that is so present at this time. An invitation now to close your eyes, turn your attention inward, and feel your breath streaming in through your nose and out through your mouth if that feels accessible. And using that to relax your entire nervous system. Letting the muscles of your body and face soften as you allow for the energy of peace and calm to settle in and be present, even alongside any distracting thoughts or sounds, any things that you may need to get to, interruptions that might come. It's all okay, because you can always create space in the present moment by trusting that you can feel this calm and this present. And this beautiful inner awareness is what you get to activate by learning more about your energy body, your human design today. And so the guides wish to send you a beautiful thank you. Thank you in the form of a shower of glittering light from the sky, visualizing these blessings, this love that you can always create, self-generate, and visualizing whoever might be your higher power, sending these good wishes to you, helping you to feel so connected and so grounded. And you can experience this by creating a beautiful energetic portal, a tunnel if you will. See it like this light beam emanating from the sky. And as you see this light, it travels down, surrounding you like a cylinder of crystalline light. Seeing it spiral downward as it travels from the top of your head down to your feet into the core of the earth, And as I say this, I recognize I may have some background sounds. And trusting even for me and for you, that this beautiful energetic cylinder can keep this light and energy contained here, that you get to receive no matter how frenetic or frantic or so much going on around you can be set aside as you let your body receive and relax even more. Whenever we get to attend a class, a workshop, a webinar, whatever you may call this, it is a practice of receiving. This is how we get to integrate, is by creating so much space. And so from this place, I wish to open up the records and use these words as a way to connect with your energy, your soul, allow for your experience to come through. And I also invite you to bring up any intentions. Is there something that you deeply want to understand? Is there something that you'd like to clear, and perhaps a spark of information or knowledge might come through from today? Let my words surface something in your conscious, subconscious, wherever it chooses to arise first. As I say these words to connect to the records, and if anything wants to come through up front before we dive into more content and teaching. So of the light we see all around us, trust that you can connect deeply within, trust that you can connect deeply throughout, and trust that you can connect deeply above and below. This is the path to connect. Connect to the space above, the ground below, and all the energy and beings that you channel through at this time. This is the way. This is the space. This is the energy that you feel. Trust and connect and let it all be revealed. Set aside yourself. Set aside your doubts. Set aside any concern. Let yourself feel the energy of unconditional love. This is the magic. This is the beauty. This is the essence of the records. Trust that you are within them, part of them, one with them, now and always and forevermore. Say this prayer and all will be revealed, past, now, and all future possibilities. Say this prayer, say these words, and trust that you are delivered to the doorstep to love. Deep connection of knowing and understanding who you truly are. This is the space. Welcome. The Akashic Records are now open. And I'm just taking a moment to be so grateful to connect all of these. I just had this recognition that I didn't say. I usually open up the records when I do human design readings, because there is something very grounding about connecting to the home of your soul and soul's history, as well as looking at the design that your soul chose in this lifetime is the language and the beliefs and values I bring to human design. And so I wanted to share that as informing as a manifesting generator, and hopefully that will make even more sense as I share and teach all that I've learned. So just as the space is quiet here, take a moment to orient to any sensations or feelings. Even just noticing the shift in energy, and energy is going to be a big theme for today, but feeling and recognizing the shift that happened from taking the time to bring all your energy home, contain it. There's something about that container that came through. And I'm pausing to check if there's anything that wants to come through up front before I talk more with my eyes open. So there is a visual, and I'm feeling called to talk more about it. And if you're willing and open, let's flow there. It's almost like I'm in a movie theater and a whole screen and scene came up. and they have words to say around it, and I'm trusting that there will be some relevance to what I'm hoping to cover today. So I'll let these words come through, and I would invite you to allow for these words to land within you. Bring up any feelings, thoughts, and if not, just being in this receptive state is such a beautiful practice in our busy lives. Allow this practice, this visual we are showing you is symbolic of allowing this practice to be a witness, to witness and watch yourself on this big screen. So often in our day-to-day, we are thinking about different aspects of ourselves, the part of us that wants to do well, the part of us that's trying to be a good parent, the part of us that's running a home, taking care of someone, or your own health, or your life, finances. Like, there are so many aspects and roles we play. And yet there are so few times in your life that you take the time to step back and look at the big picture. Just like this movie screen, to take a step back and look at this wide screen view of your entire life and who you are and who you get to be. This is what this practice of understanding your human design can allow you to do, is to see the big picture. It's to see how all parts of you come together. It's to understand the minutiae, the granularity, as well as how all of this seamlessly integrates into who you are uniquely as a person. So take that mindset, take that frame of reference. Like, how can you look at the bigger picture? So many of you zone into, oh, this is wrong with me, or if only I could do this differently. And that's not the full picture. The full picture is you have such a strength, such a force, such a vitality that it wants to run in a certain direction. And you don't take the time to look at. It's almost like, if you've seen, and now I'm just describing the visual, like a rocket that's shooting forward from left to right. For me, might look different for you. This rocket is shooting, and you can see the flame burning, the exhaust. I'm short of words to describe the intensity and energy here, and yet notice how there's smoke and darkness. Like, there cannot be intensity and force without something burning away, without a letting go, without a gap, without this darkness, this contrast. This is how we balance our lives here on planet Earth. So recognize that you might be focused on one or the other without looking at the entire picture. And so let yourself take this frame of reference in as you receive, as you learn, as you get to deepen and become even more of who you can be by learning more about all parts of you, light, dark, shadow, brightness, and let your vividness come to life when you embrace all parts of you. This is the message we wish to share with you today. And I'm just taking a moment to pause. I may have missed some hellos or goodbyes, so just coming back here and also integrating what came through. That I really love the message around looking at the big picture. That's what human design helps us to do. And yet it can be so, I love that they use the word minutiae and granularity, or they chose to tell those words through me. So I'm just recognizing that and feeling gratitude that could come through. And so inviting you now to open up your eyes. If you need to write down something, anything you feel like would be helpful to integrate. I'm feeling the call for a sip of water is what I might do, or a drink. And then, yeah, we'll dive in more into, as you can tell, it's already very flowy.